Hello, hello, hello there. This is Intuitive Eternal Lights. Welcome, Gemini, if this is your first time. If you've been here before, thank you for coming back. I so appreciate your time and consideration. Anyways, this is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with you all. So take what does and leave the rest behind. And if it doesn't resonate with you, check out your sun or your moon rising sign, or maybe even your Venus placement, or you could be on the cusp. So check that out. Also, the roles can be reversed or interchangeable, so apply where you see fit. And if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to support me by hitting the like and share and subscribe button. Thank you, Gemini. Gemini, this reading entails the second house of your money and possessions, the seventh house of partnership and marriage, and the 10th house of career and public standing. Also, Gemini, I'm going to give you the basic meaning of each card. That way you can come up with your own meanings by looking at the card and using your own intuition. Let's begin. What do we have for the second house of money and possessions for our witty Geminis? Our magnetic Geminis. The Queen of Cups for your second house of money and possession, Gemini. Now, for money and possessions, you received the Queen of Cups. Now, the Queen of Cups is usually talks about compassion to others and being a caretaker and comforting others and being very nurturing, healing, and emotionally stable. Now, most of the time, Geminis are more in their head than emotional. So, regarding your money and possessions, you're a little bit more emotional regarding this. This Queen of Cups has the elements of Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It's a water sign, so it does talk about emotions that you're feeling towards your money and possessions. Now, this has a lot to do with your loved ones, and you're very supportive and you want to be able to give others what they want. This makes you have to walk a fine line. You don't want your loved ones to become complacent or dependent on you, and because you want them to be able to support themselves on their own. And also, you don't want to be taken advantage of. And, you can support them, but, they have to have some consideration for your needs as well. Now, for the money and possessions, I'm picking up boat, a car, jet skis, motorcycle for your material things. And I'm also getting a message that you or perhaps your loved ones may be living beyond their means. It also talks about an inheritance that has been withheld through the family. Perhaps an aunt or an uncle or something like that is holding up some type of inheritance from grandparents. It also talks about fights between the siblings on who gets what and how much, and what happens to these material things, the house, the car, the bank account that was left. Also, I do get this message that Sometimes we buy things and we keep them and we don't use them. And because we're afraid they might break, or if you give them to someone, they may not take care of them or appreciate them as you appreciated these things. And sometimes no one may want some of these items. And this is telling me to concentrate on the things that money can't buy. And that's your health, your family, time, because happiness is more important than material possessions. You want to ask yourself, is your possessions owning you? Because if you're working all the time for those things, then you're not getting to enjoy them. So my message to you, no matter where you're at in stage in life, enjoy the treasures that you have, and make sure you keep good records of everything. That's really important. All right, that's what I have for your money and possessions. All right, next card. Seventh house of partnership and marriage. Eight of Wands. In your partnership and marriage, you receive the Eight of Wands. Now, this could be an Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius. This is a fire sign. This is a quick moving person. Swift change. This talks about sudden action. Manifesting quickly and getting quick results with your manifestations. The Eight of Wands could also symbolize 8 people that were in the past in your life. It could also symbolize that you're real busy with this partnership or marriage right now, and it's fun right now for you. Trying to remove the distractions and devote yourself entirely on activities or opportunities that propel you even closer to your goals. Gemini, this also is telling me that you've been hiding your talents lately, and now is the time to show the world who you really are and how talented and witty and fun you are. This is also telling me that you can use your imagination to shape the world that you want, and shape it in a way that feels good to you. And also that you've learned a lot from your recent experiences, and that you need to remember and take note what worked before and what didn't in your past relationships. And this also is giving me the indication that you want to strike out in a new direction, perhaps in a partnership or a marriage. Try new things. This Eight of Wands physical characteristics often include someone that's very fast-paced, and they may appear restless or frustrated, often showing signs of anxiety or impatience. And their movements may be kind of erratic, and they could get easily agitated due to delays. They really don't like delays. And their physical demeanor can suggest a struggle with slow pace of events or activities in their life. So in a way, it kind of mirrors you, Gemini, because you really get bored quickly and you like a fast-paced life. You like to travel. This person is like that. This can indicate that there could be a period of frenzied activity. The phone's ringing nonstop. People are stopping at your house. You're getting emails in your inbox and it's overflowing. The faxes are spitting out. They're all going to contain exciting news and they're going to keep you on the go, Gemini. So something really interesting is going on and it's going to create a mad rush. You may have to meet some deadlines or get short notices about some course of action that you have to take. Gemini, if you're single, this is indicating to me that you're going to have several suitors vying for your time. And because this can represent courtship, and the arrows refer to Cupid's arrows, and this brings joy, excitement, and the ability to brighten up the dullest day. Now, this person may sweep you off your feet, and this could make you fall madly and deeply in love. This relationship will be super intense, passionate, and it's gonna bring like a whirlwind of activities, parties, socializing. You're not gonna have a second to take a breath because it's gonna be so intoxicating, just like you are, Gemini. This is, your feet are gonna barely touch the ground, and you're gonna be unable to get through an hour without seeing or hearing from this person. You might not be able to get through a day without seeing or hearing from one another. So there's going to be a lot of texting, a lot of phone calls, like I said before, and you're not going to be able to get enough of each other right now. I mean, this is an intense relationship, an intense partnership. I also see a lot of travel, and possibly you could have met this person traveling or when you travel. And you're going to know who this person is because they're going to have a really positive and high energy aura around them. And you're going to share a lot of the same goals, and you both want to retain your independence. And you love that, Gemini, because you don't like to be stuck to the same routine. That would be extremely dull for you. Now, for those of you that are married, if you've been faced with kind of, a dull energy in your relationship, and it just seems to be the same old thing, and you're thinking of ways to liven up this energy or liven up this relationship. So this relationship is going to take a whole new direction because you can be sure that some excitement and vibrant energy is blossoming right now. And there may be some lovely surprises from your mate for you. Gemini, this also could indicate that there's going to be a removal of blocks which have put a lot of pressure on your relationship in the past. And whatever those blocks are, it's going to be very personal to you. And this could be something regarding your health. fertility, money, housing, or interference from other people. And if you're wondering how they feel about you, it means that they see you as being carefree. And depending on their needs and wants, this may or may not be attractive. If you're asking when will you find love, the answer is soon, very quickly. Yes, you will find love very soon. And this person may come from far away. They may be related to your work or live overseas or work in the airline industry. Some type of travel agency or something such as. All right, let's move to your third card in your 10th house of career and public standing here. Too many. The Page of Cups. Now, the Page of Cups is a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It's a water element. It's all about creative opportunities, news, more messages, a lot of information, a happy surprise. This Page of Cups represents our inner child and your subconscious, your inner voice trying to communicate with you. And many times this card is attached to the feelings and experiences that you had as a child and how they affect you right now. If you're struggling to be creative or make decisions or find happiness, you may need to pull inspiration from the little boy or little girl inside of you. So for your career, this Page of Cups is a good card to get, because if you've been considering switching careers, this says that now is a great time to do so. And there's good news for you in the future. And maybe it's an accepted application, or to find out that a friend of yours has a position available or knows about a position available that'd be perfect for you. And this is also talking about sometimes having disagreements with your co-workers, but you want to keep your current job. You're going to have to take steps to air out the difference with your co-worker and focus on what's going on to make you the happiest version of yourself. So, because no paycheck is worth your mental suffering, right? Maybe you've been thinking about opening your own business, but you may have some doubts from your partner because perhaps some of the information was concealed from you. And it also is a reminder to not to read too far in your partner's actions. You know, what may appear to be deceptive could just be a simple oversight. So work on your communication skills, because this card is also sometimes talks about having problems communicating your needs. And also the Eight of Wands had the same thing too. Communicating with your partners. a little bit better is essential right now for you. Discussing what you want, what your needs are, what you need to be happy as a whole, as a family. Also, Gemini, this could be a warning against not doing your research, especially if you're trying to get a new company started. So make sure you do your research and make sure all your paperwork is in order here. Now, Gemini, for your public standing, this is how others see you. People really do like to be around you because you're pretty interesting and you're amusing. You have a great little sarcastic personality, and they admire you for your talent with words and your sense of humor. Although you're considered more of a cerebral type, you know, your friends trust your judgment about emotional matters. And they also know you'll jump in to help them if needed. Now, only those closest to you know you can be moody and discouraged. When crossed, you can be sarcastic, which makes some people think that you're arrogant. And we know that's not true. You're really attuned to your environment. And you tend to have a nervous temperament, and they might be picking up on that. And you do give off sparks of energy, excitement, and charm. And sometimes inside you might be feeling like a wound up spring. So others are really fascinated by your enthusiasm. You're already bored with that person or that project. And in your relationships, you're very giving, but one of the things you need to do is to give time for yourself. All right, that's what I have for that card. Now let's get some further clarification here. Hey, what can you tell me about career and public standing for our witty Geminis? Loneliness. I know that I am never alone. All right, for money and possessions, you're feeling a little lonely right now. Blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. One more. Discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. All right. Now, Gemini, for your money and possessions, I'm really picking up that the reason that you're having loneliness right now, depending on what stage in life you are in, is because possibly your friends and family are not around right now for you, and perhaps even your kids are growing up right now, or you might be even retired, and so the bird nest is empty right now. So you have a lot of time on your hands, and perhaps even there has been some type of family strife that you've been enduring for quite a while now. And I have a feeling that this blame card right here is talking about not just only blaming others, but accepting the responsibility, the part that you had in this relationship, in this family argument, or with this inheritance. So it's asking you to take responsibility. And for your discipline, it's just asking you with your money and possession to be very disciplined with it. And like I said, with your mortgage papers, any type of income tax or any type of paperwork like that, make sure that you have that in order in case you may need it further down the line. All right. Let's see if we can get some other messages here. What other messages can you give us for our wonderful, beautiful Geminis? Let your past go. Burdens of carrying your past around has made you weary, dear one. It's time to set this burden down. Keep only the lessons and the love and leave everything else behind. You don't want it or need it. And it's now gone. So all that strife from the past that you've had, you need to forgive and forget and let it go, Gemini. Let it go. It doesn't serve you anymore. Happiness. And that's what I'm talking about. Once you let it go, you're going to receive tons of happiness. And your heart will open because green is the heart chakra color. And this is talking about that you're aware that being happy means that you're on the right path, Gemini. You're important and you deserve happiness, Gemini. One more from that deck? Okay. One more. Peace. I am a being of love. I release all negative energy. Sorry about that, Gemini. I'm having a hard time speaking today. Anything else for money and possessions here for our wonderful, beautiful Geminis? Express your individuality. Allow your true self to shine because you're awesome, Gemini. A new home. Moving is a step in the right direction for you. Maybe it's time to downsize that home now, perhaps depending on where you're at in life. If you're retired, you don't need that big home or house anymore. It's time to let go of some of the stuff. Daughter, the answers to your question involves your daughter. Now that may not resonate with all of you because some of you may or may not have daughters, but this could also indicate a grandchild or a granddaughter. Your desires is within reach. Have faith as everything is working in your favor. All right, that's what I have for that card. Okay, let's get your next card. Information we can get from that. What can you tell us about partnership and relationships? Okay. Nightlife. Gamble. Take a risk. Vegas. Okay, for your single Geminis, you may be thinking about taking a trip to Vegas, having some fun and nightlife. That's very fast-paced there. Just alien, telepathic dreams and songs that you've been receiving about this person. Commitment, long-term relationship. So for some of those of you who are in a relationship, the arrows do indicate a surprise proposal, an engagement. So look out for that. All right. Hamster wheel, surviving the daily hustle. I think a lot of us have been doing that lately because of the situations and times that we're in here. Let's see what else we can get here from this deck. Happiness, wholeness, overjoyed, smiling, probably with this new commitment here. A marriage proposal perhaps. Sold, moving, physical location change. Like I said, perhaps you may be selling your house, moving to a different location, perhaps somewhere warmer. What else can you give us? It is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. One more. Balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. That's the truth there. Romance. Cupid's arrow strikes. 8 of them. 8 arrows are striking. If you're a single, boy, you have a plethora of people that are interested in you, Gemini. Many suitors for you. And that's because you're so beautiful and optimistic. All right, can I get a couple more here? Boundaries. You need to teach people how to treat you by being clear on what you will or won't allow. And this goes for your children as well. If you have children, or your grandkids as well. Overthinking. Playing negative scenarios in your head is creating issues which aren't there at first. So remember, we create what we think. So if we're thinking negatively, we're going to create negative situations for us. So Gemini, as always, our beautiful, wonderful Geminis, just think positive thoughts. All right. Pull another few more cards here. Is there anything? Wow. I was going to ask, is there anything regarding the past? And it's saying, I am becoming a better person. And that may be you, or it may be someone in the past, or it may be the person that you're in a relationship with now. I feel you leaving me behind. Now, this could be an existing relationship. And like I said, Gemini, communicating is the key. I know I was a distraction from your pain. One more. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. Wow. Okay. Can you tell us when we could expect some type of surprise, engagement, or an answer to our question? You receive the times of life. You reflect the world reflects you. Okay. When can we expect to hear of an engagement? Or some news? 3. It will work out soon. 3 days and 3 weeks. And also, with this, if you had a question, I believe on your first card, the answer is yes. Gemini, the answer is yes. All right, that's what I have for that card. Your 8 of Wands and your partnership and marriage. All right, Gemini, let's see if we can get some hidden or disguised messages for your career and public standing. Now, the Page of Cups usually also could be representing somebody young, or if it is you, it could be representing your young spirit. All right. 4, I need more time. For some reason, that, to me, it got work. Like you need more time to look for the right career path for you, or to research something, okay? If I asked you to stay, would you leave? Now that's totally regarding if I feel like someone's asking you to stay somewhere with them at some location, or this could be from a past relationship here. You are right. For your career and public standing, whatever you were thinking about, you were right. and you matter. One more from this deck. 13. I sometimes wonder if you care. There's someone out there that is wondering if you cared at all about them or their relationship. Because somebody may have given you the wrong advice at some point in time, and they couldn't get over it. This person who was in the past really meant what they said, and they want to know if you think about them too. A lot of people see you as perfection. I know that sounds funny, but you're very magnetic and very beautiful in a lot of different ways, Gemini. And so you really draw these people, and when they fall for you, Gemini, they fall for you hard. So I can't say I blame them. Okay, we're going to work with the Karma deck right now, and we're going to get 6 different messages. And I've already shuffled the cards, so I'm just ready to pick the card. All right. 3. And houses. Okay, so genius to experiment with an unusual example of who you are. The discoveries of a different way of looking at your desires, and an unexpected change resulting from the eccentricity of your actions. All right. Let's see what other messages we have here. Okay. Immediately stir up the situation by using your vision. Be open to new ideas about what's new and different about the way you project yourself. Use an unconventional way and invent a way to do it on your own. Okay. What do I need to focus on today, or what do I need to know about my career? What do I need to know about my public standing? Is there anything hidden or disguised that I should be aware of? Okay. Name all the things you love. Gemini, name all the things you love. Are you one of them? Today, give yourself all the love and attention that you need.